our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep downfield as often as you can.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Panthers coming out, and they're led by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Rocky rookie season for the #1 overall pick out of Alabama. But, Greg, here's the guy the Panthers hope can get this franchise going in the right direction.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's to the rookie from South Carolina, Xavier Legette.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught, Saquon Barkley. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Third and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Raheem Blackshear is set to return for the Panthers. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Panthers offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go play action with Young. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll be 3rd down.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll motion over Thielen. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive, so they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll run it here with Saquon. Finding room across midfield. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Big-time play for Philly. And even 30 yards.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Barkley to the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Third and goal for Hurts. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So 3-0 our score, and we are set for the dynamic kickoff. He'll start at the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Young. Now he'll run.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Young. A throw left side. Taken in by Thielen.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Hurts. He'll set the screen to the receiver, Wilson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Blackshear to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Young. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. It's second down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
The ball's out. The Eagles have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
3rd down. Here's Hurts out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And this will be a Panthers first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
1st and 10. Young going to give it to Brooks. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Young. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's 3rd and 2. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4. To throw, Young. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll try the right side with Hubbard. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. They'll try and run it with Brooks. Brooks, first down and then some. Good-looking drive rolls on 18 more yards.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Tremble comes in motion. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Panthers are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Piñeiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. On play action, here's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll motion over Thielen. On play action, Young. He's going to run it. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Another run here with Hubbard. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll look underneath here for Brooks. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
To throw on second down is Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
So Goedert, the tight end, comes in motion. On third down, here's Hurts. That one caught by Smith. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the air again, Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goedert. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They run out of the gun with Barkley. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. They'll run the draw with Barkley. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Dotson, the man in motion. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's the change of pace back. That's Kenneth Gainwell. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it's going to be 4th down.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Quick throw, taken in. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They face 2nd down and 7. A give up the middle. It's Hubbard. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. The motion man is Sanders. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts now. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That is brought in. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Penalty yards marched off, and they'll try it again on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Barkley. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
So they've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they break through here on 3rd and goal? And they'll throw here with Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Whoa! He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Young. Over the middle. He's got Leggett. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Young. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On second down, Young. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And third down coming up.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On comes the punter now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. The veteran Josie Jewell there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw, Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Now a 3rd and 2. On play action, Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Young gonna give it to Brooks. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. in there on the stop. On 2nd down, a run with Hubbard. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Here's Young. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. A second down throw for Hurts. Taking off. Boom! And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Hurts. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. He'll get this ahead for about 3. The veteran Darius Slay, they're on the stop. Second and 7. The motion man is Sanders. Here comes the screen to Brooks. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is how I would run an offense if I was an offensive coordinator, Mike. You pack them in tight to throw, and then in this case, you spread them out wide. 4 wide receivers, make them defend the whole field, and it really opens up some run lanes inside and helps lead to that big game.
On 1st down, it is Hubbard. And he is putting in the work, dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Hubbard. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. On play action, Young. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
And he's going to have a Panthers first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Out of the shotgun, Young. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. A gain there of 11. It's a Carolina first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Young to throw on first down. A throw left side, caught by Sanders. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That one complete to Leggett. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Back to throw, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they...
Good blocking, and he's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Panthers will cut it to a 2-point lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing is Hurts. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Third and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Hubbard. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Young. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. A tackle there by Jalix Hunt. They'll go play action with Young. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Young. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run the draw with Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd down and 4. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
When you put plays like this on tape, It sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Play action. Here's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll be 3rd down. Hurts again. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Now Young. We'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this 4th quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That into the hands of Hubbard. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. The motion man is Sanders. That one on target to Moore. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll run here. And he will get into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Pinheiro on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Panthers will up the lead to 5. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. They'll run. A short pickup to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A run with Gainwell. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. He's got his man. It's Smith. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll send a tight end in motion. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Marked down at the 6. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2. Hurts to throw. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be taken in at the 2. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Young hands it to Hubbard. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll go for it with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Young to throw on first down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Young going to give it to Brooks. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Young. This one caught by Tompkins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now Young. He'll look underneath here for Brooks. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll try to run this one in. A dive, and he's in. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Big moment coming up for the Panthers as they will go for 2. To throw is Young. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return is Rodgers. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Here is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
On first down, it's Hurts. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Here's first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Hurts. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it's going to be 3rd down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 down.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Young. This pass complete to Tompkins. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Two timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. Here's 2nd down. Young. To the outside, a catch made by Moore.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. Still going inside the 20. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to force overtime. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This is 1st and 10. Barkley. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a first throw here in overtime. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Young to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Once again, it's Barkley. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Young. To the sideline. He's got more.
These comebacks, they require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit. Really well timed. Really nice job by both guys.
On play action, Young. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. 13 yards on the catch there. It's a Carolina 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That one incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 5. Moore going in motion. They'll go play action with Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Hurts. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Hurts. That's a short one. Caught by Garland. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. A pass caught by Saquon. Here's 2nd and 9. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the running back's going to get all the stats and all the glory, but make no mistake about it, Mike, that was a great team effort on that run play. Everyone executing their blocking assignments to perfection. He's able to pick up a nice gain and fresh set of downs.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. It'll take this down to the 43, a short pickup there. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
On 2nd down, Young. And that one incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
We're about ready now for the punt. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read, Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now Gainwell. Just a short pickup down inside the 30. On the ground, Gainwell. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's Gainwell. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This one to win it in overtime. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.